Hi everyone, it's Laura T at Dream Deals 123 on eBay. This is Bingley, and I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. And I made $160 last night. Let's break it down and see how much was profit. But first, I will talk a little bit more about my story. I made a little playlist called My Story so that because people were saying that the one that I had the other day, they didn't hear the first part. So anyways, okay, so this is going to be part 4, I guess. So I'm going to the University of Illinois. I'm 28 years old, I think. It had taken me several years of community college to be able to get into the University of Illinois because I took a bunch of remedial math and science classes because I had never studied much in math and science. So I'm trying to get into veterinary school, which is all math and science. And I should make a note here, as this is kind of going to be a part of the story, is I got the grades. I got good grades, but I put a lot of effort into getting the good grades, and most of it wasn't, looking back, wasn't really learning concepts. It was more rote memorization of things just to pass tests. And so that's part of the story. So because it was very hard for me, it didn't come naturally to me. So I do get accepted to University of Illinois, but I'm very lonely. I'm taking amphetamines to try to keep my weight down, and I'm kind of struggling with some classes now. I'm out of community college and into the big league, and it was definitely harder. And the classes I was taking, advanced organic chemistry and genetics and all kinds of things, not just one, but many classes kind of like that piled up. And I was also, the other thing I should mention, trying to get into vet school. They would rarely admit somebody with 3 years of undergrad. Like, you could get all of the prerequisites out of the way in 3 years, but it would be very, very hard. But I was trying to do that. Because I was older, I wanted to get in vet school. I didn't want to have to complete another year. I wanted to get in and get started. And so that was my goal. So I was really putting a lot of effort into that. So, and I'm not going to go real long on this because I don't know how much storage I have, but I'm going to tell a little bit of the story every day. And frankly, it takes a lot of energy to talk about this in a way, as I relive some things. And man, I've been going through all it's sort of all, it's weird how things sort of come together because I'm going through old letters and pictures and things, and they're all of, just different parts of my life. Like, I found one that I got to find it now and show it to you guys tomorrow, of when I was 18 and in California, and I was on my motorcycle. It's like, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I could talk to that girl today. Anyway, so I get to school, and okay, here's the interesting part of the story. And in this channel, I'm always talking about how things kind of happen to me in weird ways. And I think it happens to everybody, but I think about it a lot. I think there's a guiding, loving force in our lives. And at least I've experienced that. So I'm 27. I had just fairly recently, gotten off of drinking all the time, and I was back doing amphetamines, but I didn't consider myself so much like doing drugs like I was before, or cocaine, and this was from a doctor, right? It was a prescription, but I still didn't like it. And but I did know that as I was going in there that I would want to study very hard. I had been at community college living with my mom and able to study and have a quiet place. And I was assigned to a dorm room where I was going to be on a bunk bed with 3 other girls who were 17 years old and freshmen. And I was not excited about that at all. So I had this counselor who was part of my, the people who were part of the scholarship putting me through school. And I remember I had a room assignment, and I had also been told that rooms were extremely hard to get at University of Illinois. I don't know if some of you have gone to college, and the housing is very inadequate. Well, that's how it was there. So I was told I was lucky to have a space on campus and everything. And so, but I went into the counselors and got my room assignment, and I was turning around, and I wasn't one to really stand up for myself or ask for much. But I turned around and I said to him, I go, is there, and I said, listen, I do have one struggle I'm going through. And I told him, I said, I just don't want to be 10 years older and trying to get into vet school. I feel like it's going to be very hard for me. And I said, I know there's no rooms, but is there anything we can do? And he said, let me make a phone call. And he said, we don't generally do this because you're considered an undergrad, but there is one spot left in the graduate housing study floor. And I was like, that's exactly what I want. I want the study floor, because that's where all the serious people who were in that floor was supposed to be quiet, and that's where you study. So that happened. Okay, I'm going to continue this tomorrow, but that's part of the story, a very important part of the story. All right, now let's talk about what sold. All right, and my roommate, I had one roommate who was a very, very quiet and studious grad student. So that was nice. Okay. I sold this Malvin, sales are going good, Malvin women's linen. I'd never heard of this brand before. I picked it up just because it looked so pretty. The floral, the paisley, linen. It's really quite pretty. It's large. Malvin's women 100% linen blouse, size large, US 10, floral, paisley, colorful lace trim. I paid $3. They paid 20 plus 6, 26. So they paid 26 and I made 14. I sold the last, I sold a set of books. I'm putting all my books on just sale, sending them media mail. For anybody new out there who doesn't, maybe some of you don't even do eBay, but media mail is, you can get a really good rate on books. So these are 2 books by Lee Modisette. I got about 100 of these free. So this is one of those instances where I got a bunch of free stuff, and I probably shouldn't have taken it because I'm not making much on it. It took a lot of time it wasn't my niche, so I didn't even really know. I was like, well, let's just try getting a bunch of these books and boxing them together. So they were free. People paid $5 plus $4 media mail, and I made $3. They're not that hard. I mean, but it's like they're so big and heavy now. I got to get rid of them. I think I have enough storage today, but I apologize in advance. I know it's frustrating, and I've got to get, I think I kind of got it. I'm going to go to the Apple store and talk to them. Maybe I just need a new phone. Or I need to go back to the camera with my daughter and get a review on that. Okay. All right, hook and tackle, men's short, size 34, beer can pocket, fish height, cotton inseam, 6.5. By this time, you guys probably know all about these because I've sold 30 of them or so that I got at a yard sale. I bought the whole lot for $3. And these ones have a beer can pocket here, and they also have a little tiny stain. You can just see it there. So I sold these. I told about that, and then I sold them for $12. So they paid 12 plus 6 shipping. I paid 3, they paid 18. I made 8. This is one of the few skirts I've picked up recently, but it's J. Crew, size 12, and I just thought that this style is in for skirts, this plaid. I researched it. Got ties, and this particular skirt had a good sell-through. So I paid a little up for it. I paid $5. J. Crew women's skirt, size 12, red plaid tartan tie, cotton blend. I paid $5 and they paid $18 plus $5 for shipping. And yeah, I paid $5, so they paid $23. I made $9 on that. When you pay $5 for it, you know, that's why I'm really glad I paid so little on so many of these things. We all are, right? I'm just saying, you can just see the difference when you pay $5 and you pay $1, especially when you're doing what I'm doing, slashing the prices. Not complaining. I'm very happy with the way things are going. My inventory is already down from probably the only person, well, I would say the only person who is excited about inventory going down, but we all should be, right? But since I'm not listing anymore, and I am selling quite a bit every day, my listings have gone down, you know, like from 2,200 to 1,800. So my plan to liquidate, I think, is going to go well. Now we'll see after all the good stuff sells. It might be hard, but I mean, all my stuff is okay. I think it all has some value. I just probably have it priced from 5 years ago. Okay, J. Jill Knit. This feels so comfortable. When I picked it up today, I was like, oh, that is nice. Boat neck. It's kind of this longer than crew neck. Crew neck is the round neck. V-neck is the V-neck. Boat neck is like a boat. Banana boat. J. Jill Knit boat neck tunic top, brown white, faux layered, long sleeve, extra large. I paid $2. They paid $8 plus $5 for a total of $13. I made $5 on that. Here is Erica, which I think it's kind of vintage. Erica Studio Petites, size petite medium, and I picked it up for the very cottagecore style. Erica Blue Roses floral dress, petite, medium, cottagecore, pockets, prairie, tie, button. They paid $15 plus $6 for a total of $21, and I made $12. Here is a Bible. I paid $1 for it. It has the gilt edges. Bibles are expensive, and they do sell. But I've had this a while, and I think I just took an offer that came in. They paid $2 plus $4 shipping. Medium mail again for $6. So I didn't actually make anything on this. It's not leather. It feels like I don't think it's leather. Plasticky. It's red leather. So the more of that kind of stuff, red leather, gilt, leather. Leather, I think, is especially important there. Oh my gosh, we're getting late here. Okay. I sold an Olga bra, Olga woman's extra large, no side effects, wire-free contour bra, t-shirt bra. And I sold that for $10 plus $5 for $15 total, and I made $7. Men's Vineyard Vine shirt, getting rid of these button down and button up, this button down shirt. And I'm very happy about that. Men's Vineyard Vine shirt, multicolor, white plaid, extra large, long sleeve, $23. They paid $16 plus $7 shipping. I made $11. And another Vineyard Vines, Women Vineyard Vines, coral pink. What? Ooh, I grabbed them wrong. Why do I have this Vineyard Vines when it's called... I'm either looking at the wrong thing here, or I somehow put the wrong pictures up. I got to get to the bottom of this. I sold something for $16.07 shipping, and I may have made $11 on it. All right, so they paid $23. I made $160.